This week on Checkpoint.
We saw a fence that segregates us.
And there were a lot of people who saw that and said, oh my word, what are they doing that for? There's going to be trouble.
The people who took the fence down are not even residing in this particular ward.
How did it all go so horribly wrong?
Why they are shooting our shelters? They want us out or what?
This is Checkpoint, and I'm in Nkepile Mabuse. It began with the tearing down of what was described as an apartheid fence and ended in protests, the assault of a police officer with an axe, and the arrests of community activists, now leaders of the Zwelihle Renewal Committee in Hermanus in the Western Cape, face jail time while the community tries to pick up the pieces. This report by freelance producer Angus Begg and cameraman Tshepo Dlamini. Hermanus lies 120 kilometers southeast of Cape Town in the Overberg region. It's a premier whale-watching destination, and during the height of apartheid was a popular holiday spot for National Party politicians. Disgraced former Steinhoff CEO Marcus Juster has a house here, identifiable by the graffiti on the walls. From afar, it's picture pretty, but close up, the cracks are showing. The contrasts between rich and poor are far more dramatic than the scenery. Fences are erected, protecting vacant prime property from the have-nots. The township of Zwelihle, 3 kilometers from the city centre, was established in 1957. Now it's home to 22,000 people and is bursting at the seams. Few have homes of their own, and most people rent in backyards. Next door to Zwelihle is privately owned land called Skulphoek. There are documents dating to 1999 saying that income from the sale of Skulphoek be used for the development of Zwelihle. But in 2010, the land was sold to a developer.
What happened about Skulphoek land? The land was sold, and many people have tried, the community leaders have tried to fight for that land to come back to the people of Zwelihle. And then Zwelihle Renewal took a stance that let's try by our best to get the land. And the frustration was the people of this place were suffering of renting. We're renting shacks.
Sicelo Glamisi is deputy chair of Zwelihle Renewal, a community organization fighting for change. He says the community is worried Skulphoek will be used to benefit rich people. So, in March, Zwelihle Renewal marched to the Overstrand Council to demand land.
The mayor said there is no land, and hence there is no land, people must do whatever they want to do, there is no land. Well, let's show them that we can do something. We wanted to put shacks in the Skulphoek land, but they stop us and they come and negotiate that, listen guys, we're willing now to talk to you. And even that time they were shot by rubber bullets, but they were willing to talk to you. We want to talk to you with your leaders, which is us.
But instead of talking, in July, they saw another fence going up.
We saw a fence that segregates us with people of Sandby and Zwelihle. So what we get, we say a big fence from that side straight, and then when we call the council and ask what is the fence for, because you've seen You've seen in the news and you've seen that our demand is housing. So we're expecting each and every money that we have is going straight to housing project. And then he said, no, he was planning to put a vegetable garden, and then he was planning to put a playground for the kids. We asked him, but do we need a vegetable garden? Do we need parks? Because we already have the parks. We need the houses.
The fence, says Councillor Vuyani Makota, was requested by residents of his ward.
We agreed to put up a fence in this particular vicinity, as well as the outdoor gym center, the braai areas. Beautify this area into a big picnic. We agreed that let us beautify this place and make it more recreational for this community.
Protesters tore down what they called the apartheid fence.
The people who took the fence down are not even residing in this particular ward. They are residing in other wards, which is Ward 5 and Ward 6. I can assure you of that, because even the people in my ward were shocked when the fence was pulled down.
And we went as a community in numbers, and then we removed that fence.
After that, things got out of hand. On the night of July the 9th, the library was burnt, cars, buses, shops were looted. Police responded with tear gas and rubber bullets. Fundisa Chaba was at home with her baby.
Bekugcwele irabha bullet apha zamapolisa ayandidubula ngibeleke ntoni umntana ebheke ndiwabuzi ledwele phaa emaninzi into yobana xa nindidubula ndibeleke umntana indlu yam iyatsha ngaphakathi ithiyagesi iyanuka ngaphakathi ndinomntana oneenyanga ezintlanu nifuna ndithini uthe owebala wathi kum mandithethe nabantu betoyitoyi baye kutoyitoyi ndabuza umbuzo oyi-1 into yobana indlu le yam niyidubulayo ingaba yitoyitoyi na.
Fundiswa says she wasn't even protesting.
The police was standing here and the people was on the street. Now tell me, if you're shooting here and the people are on the street, what are you shooting? Obviously, you're shooting the house.
She says her child's eyes are damaged. She's had to take her to an ophthalmologist in Cape Town.
Why they are shooting our shelters?
Emotions are still raw, and some in the crowd voice their opinions.
They threw the tear gas in the yard, not on the street where the people's doing the toy-toy. We are not a toy-toy. Yes, we are in the house. When you come out, they are shooting you. Why are you coming out? Yeah. Where must I go?
Zwelithla Renewal leader Gqobana Nzongana was arrested.
And then they come and arrest Gqobana. And then the community said, no, it can't be Gqobana. Gqobana is not that guy who can remove the fence alone. We're all together. So why they cannot arrest the Zwelithla Renewal Committee? Why they cannot arrest the whole Zwelithla people who were there? Because there was a lot of people who removed the fence. So why him alone?
Protesters barred members of the community from leaving Zwelithla to go to work. Some of those who did found their possessions burnt when they came home.
This is where it started becoming uncontrollable. When people decide by themselves, others would say, no, let's go and burn their houses. Others said, no, let's beat them. And then I said, no. So the days were continuing, striking, and then we realized that people now are becoming more aggressive.
Ke sithi thina bantu bamnyama xa sithetha sicela ke simanyelwe singekade sithini siye ezitratweni sophakamisa idolo.
After the break, Sicelo is arrested and beaten.
I never heard them opening the door. They beat me. The vans that were coming to arrest me, it was more than 15.